hip hop. That it's a kind of a street culture that goes with a beat and a poetic format that is given, and it's a kind of social economic aspect of kind of urban culture of would I say modern generation. Yeah, that is my understanding. Of course there is more about hip hop.
He mentioned urban, okay? Yeah, hip hop is like an urban trend that is basically youth orientated, you know. But I think, as far as my understandings go, the term hip hop is just urban, but hip hop has been there for centuries and for, you know, especially within Africa. I believe that that's where its origins lie. But as Ucha, you know, mentioned that it's an urban trend. It's a term that we use so casually as the rise of civilization, the rise of music. I just believe that hip hop has just differed in roots, but it originates here in Africa.
As Steph said, for me, my understanding of hip hop is it's an urban culture, and I find it to be amongst the youth one of the most influential kind of culture that has been. Of course, there are many elements in hip hop. You know, there's graffiti, there's the music. You know, but most of us, I suppose, the biggest driving factor in hip hop is the music. It's the hip hop music, you know, which of course it is an urban culture, and from what I understand, from a lot that we've seen, it was basically more started by New Yorkers, and of course it grew, you know, because they found it as a medium to express what they were facing from day to day, you know what I mean? And also we are young people. We live in a city as well, you know. So it becomes universal in a sense that we're facing the same struggles as youth around the world, living in an urban culture, you know what I mean? Things like police brutality, socially, you know. So it's it goes with the socio-economic status of the particular community, you know. So that's as far as I'm aware about it. But of course, there's a lot of things.
Hip hop very flat. There are a lot of elements in hip hop, not only the music, and basically, as far as my understanding, hip hop started like really in 1950s, like 1953, in Jamaica, by this one guy called. Actually, the setup, you know, the DJ and an MC talking over it started there. So like block parties in Jamaica, because the sound systems, like the Jamaican sound systems, they have the culture of sound systems, the culture that we don't have. So they had block parties as early as 1953. Then it came down to people like this guy who went to the States. His name, who had then basically New York talk, slang and everything, different different from the Jamaican. So that's where hip hop came through from those DJs, the Jamaican DJs. They came to stay because the immigrants, most of them, there are a lot of Jamaican immigrants in States. That's why you see most of the rappers today are like sons and daughters of immigrants, Jamaican. So when the slang talk in New York changed, that's how they started coming up with that kind of hip hop, like the rap part of it, like rapping and poetry, camping poetry kind of part of it. That basically started from those artists, just somebody running his words over the behind. That's how we go. But then there are other elements like graffiti, b-boying, skating, you know what I'm saying? Art elements in hip hop. So at the end of the day, that's why hip hop is now the way of life. People can do from there.
Can I just say something? Like the urban folk and how you say that okay, we can within this group say that fine based from Jamaica going to the States and then it just being universal, like hip hop as it's a way of life. But now life tends to grow and overflow and change. Exactly. But then isn't it more about it's boiling down to appearance, literally, because hip hop, not people aren't going to dress formally and declare like they are hits, they're conscious, they're hip-hopians, if there's such a word. And if there is, I said it first. But like it's literally changing into physical appearance because now we can differentiate who falls into what category, So like, for example, right now, people who would be watching this would say, he looks more hip-hop like because of his body language, the way that he's all stand down and how he's dressed, He might just be on borderline hip-hop because like of how he's dressed, how he's looking funky and vibrant, but he could also just be a conscious man. And then me putting aside, and then there's a man on the other side, and they'd assume, no, he must be completely Rasta. He cannot, obligate himself to any forms of hip-hopness. So like, it's like, we can say hip-hop was hip-hop in that time. And now hip-hop is not just hip-hop. Hip-hop is appearance. Hip-hop does fall under the scales of skating, graffiti artists, MCing, freestyling, doing whatever you want. True. But it's boiled down to appearance. Are you hip-hop?
That's me.
Yeah. Probably it's because of how you dress. Most hip-hoppers dress in skater shoes.
Yeah, I think a lot more. Definitely inclined to this philosophy. It's one culture that emphasizes knowledge of self.
Yeah.
It emphasizes one's empowerment, self-mental, physical, spiritual.
But then does it draw you to dress in a particular manner?
It certainly does. It has influenced my appearance.
Now let's try and look at it from a general perspective. We can say that it's influenced you, but then that influence, it's become universal. Like everyone who is a hip hop head,
Yes.
I know that I'm generalizing, but like they wear skater shoes, they'll wear like these draggy pants, they'll look scruffy. Like that is the new look,
Yeah.
And like, why can't you just look prim and proper and still be a hip hop
You
head?
certainly can. I mean,
Or dressed like a Rasta.
in places
still
like
be a hip-hop star.
even like Germany, for instance, a lot of like so-called, let's say, professionals,
Yeah.
and like they quite like very very knowledgeable.
So then and what does it say about this country and its influence?
I think we are kind of challenged when it comes to issues of identity. Because a lot of, like for instance, what makes up our social structure, it's influenced from the outside. And to an extent, deliberately so. Because even pre-94, like there wasn't kind of a proper structure that defined us in terms of except for what has been orchestrated on our behalf. You see, that was also part and parcel of why we find ourselves divided as a nation. You see, and we are still growing in those fragmentations because we do not have a kind of a clear or comprehensive relationship, you see, with ourselves, you see, as a people and with the environment that we are in. You see, so it reflects in the things that we do. To our vulnerability. We are very vulnerable. Another thing can rise now and dominate the stream there, and we become all that. And this is the challenge that we face. You see, as to do you understand the voice that is you, the choice, and the concept. How you relate, because then from what the sister is saying, we have been borrowed smart from the ideas that have been thrown to us. We have lost ourselves in the cloud of things. And to an extent, we need to regenerate, scrutinize things, so that when we use the word, we use it to our and it's a matter of how we relate to ourselves. How do we influence more than being influenced?
Well, just to come in there, like the sister has said, originally from Africa. Like I was watching one documentary, even like what he says, rhythm and poetry, which is what the music is mostly based on. It's an age-old tradition, like where someone would play drums and someone would recite poetry. There have been poets for a long time in Africa who are addressing social concern. It's not a new thing. It is not a new thing, So now, of course, when I think we should understand maybe the times at which the era of hip hop was kind of rising, which was the late 70s and the early 80s. That's when it was becoming more prevalent, Because in those times, a lot of youth wanted to express themselves. There are a lot of things which are happening here in South Africa, especially the apartheid time. It was very intense, and around the world as well. The young people, where a lot of things were happening.